Hello everyone. Today let us going to see another tutorial session. In this tutorial session, we are going to discuss about the applications. This is not exactly in your syllabus, but we have to discuss like the topics, the subtopics that you have learned throughout the module. Where are we going to use? How are we going to use? These are the few questions which comes to everyone's mind. Why are we need to study all these things? So not only for passing the paper, it is must for you to know the concepts of these concepts that you have gone through in this module. So the main part of this module was complex numbers and the complex functions. So what are these complex numbers and the complex functions? Definition of a complex function and a complex number we very well know, but it has got wide range of applications like in engineering, in physics, mathematics. And the role of these complex numbers have got an indispensable manner. It has got its own application in quantum physics and quantum computation in fundamentals. So there are many programming languages have a pair of floating point numbers to represent these complex numbers. So many programming languages are also been used to represent these complex numbers. So coming on to the mathematics, in mathematics, an analytic function is a function that is so in this module you have come across the complex function and also the analytic function. So in mathematics we know what is analytic function is, but the locally it has been given by how do we get this analytic function is it has been given by convergent of power series. So there exist both real analytic function and the complex analytic function, but they are a little different, infinitely differentiable. But complex analytic function exhibits properties that do not generally hold for real analytic functions. A function is analytic if and only if its Taylor series about x naught converges. This is a point we never come across in a syllabus. So there is a link between the Taylor series which converges and the complex functions. That is a beauty. And also it converges at one point and also in the neighborhood of the same point. So coming on to the history, so if at all we want to talk about the history of a Cauchy's-Riemann equation, that is another concept which you have come across in this module. The Cauchy's and Riemann equation, it has been named after Augustin Cauchy and Bernard Riemann. So they are the two mathematicians. They are the one who have invented this Cauchy's-Riemann equation. So it was discovered in the year 1851 during the work on the theory of functions. When this Augustin Cauchy and the Bernard Riemann, when they were working on the theory of functions, they had got an idea of these Riemann equations, and they had developed these two equations, and that is the reason it has been called on their names itself. The Cauchy was a civil engineer basically, and he was a mathematician too. During the survey of a dam, he got this an idea. So that is how this Cauchy's-Riemann equation has come into the picture. So few important features of this Cauchy's-Riemann equations are they are also known as D'Alembert's-Euler's conditions, and this Cauchy's-Riemann equations are being used to check the differentiability of a complex function, used to verification of analyticity for the given function, and also they are being used to find the harmonic conjugate of the function. These are all the other features. So along with that, there are many more applications of these Cauchy's-Riemann equations. The following are the applications driven with the help of Cauchy's-Riemann equation. So calculation of fluid density at a point in the fluid is being done with the help of this Cauchy's-Riemann equation. We just call them as CR equations also. And it has been also applied for the verification of Maxwell's equations, which we come across in the fluid dynamics. It is a part of mechanical engineering, but still this CR equations are used to verify the Maxwell's equation in divergence theorem to give the rate of change of a function. So these are the other applications other than whatever we have discussed in the earlier side. So there are few applications which we can discuss in detail here. So there are 4 applications I have listed out to explain you. There are many applications. So a very few simple one I had taken it here. First one is triangular grid generation. So these concepts of CR equations and the complex functions have been used to generate the triangular grids. In computational fluid dynamics, we come across this grid generation. especially the Department of Aerospace Engineering, University of Michigan have published many work on this triangular grid generation with respect to fluid dynamics. And the second application is potential field path planning, and the third one is robotic applications, and the fourth one is complete path planning algorithm. To develop these algorithms also we'll be using the concept of Cauchy-Riemann equation. So it is given in detail. You can also go through. It was shown that CR equations can be used to generate the triangular grids around an object. So any object can be kept as a reference, and you can generate the triangular grids around the point. In order to make the method more practical, it is necessary to develop a technique by which we can control the quality of grid. And it appears that this can be done by introducing the source term in Cauchy-Riemann equations. So to enhance the quality of the grid, a source term can be included in the CR equations so that it becomes more practical and more qualitative one. So this is an example picture of a triangular grids. So you can see O grid generated by Cauchy-Riemann equation. This is in a O shape, and it has been generated by the Cauchy-Riemann equation at one particular point. And this is also a rectangular grid which has been generated by the CR equation at some particular point. So you can see these pictures. These pictures, the surfaces are made up of these grids. Yas Viceroy Hotel in Abu Dhabi, UAE, is being built with the help of this triangular grids. And how did we come across these grids? It is an application of a CR equations. And there's another example. Shenzhen Bay Sports Center in Shenzhen, China, has also used this triangular grid concept to cover the sports center. So you can see that in the picture as well. So coming on to the harmonic property, you can see the picture. So harmonic property, we say so much it has to satisfy two-dimensional Laplace equation, this, that and all. So harmonic property in the geometric representation looks like this. So this is an harmonic property. It's for 1 by z square, and this is for another function. And now harmonic functions are the solutions to Laplace equations. We know very well the function which satisfies two-dimensional Laplace equation. It means that a function is a solution to that Laplace equation, and such function can be used to advantage for potential field path planning because they do not exhibit spurious local minima. So because of this nature, harmonic functions are being used to develop the potential field path. The harmonic functions are also shown here to have a number of properties that are essential to the robotic applications. The harmonic functions are exclusively used for robotics applications. Path derived from these harmonic functions are generally smooth, and these harmonic functions also offer a complete planning algorithm. So all the three applications are included with this harmonic function. So you can see a potential contour which has been developed when for a value of y is equal to phi. So it looks like a smooth curve. This is a potential contour for a value of one particular value of y. So in 3D, if you observe, these are the ways it looks like. They are so beautiful. And this is another example for a harmonic function. And look at this. This is also, it develops a smooth curves. That is what is the thing we have explained. And this is for an exponential of z. It is e to the power of cos y plus I e to the power of x sin y. And this is for 1 by z square. So that is how the applications of this complex functions can be seen. So as I told you in the beginning, minimum with a simple one only I had taken it here. If you Google it, you will get more number of applications. You can understand the concepts in a better way. So that is for today. Thank you.